Welcome back to Lost in Time. So now we have when Sam met Bunny. Alright.
But they've already met.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, this is a... well, technically it's not a boss though, because there's no boss life bar. It's more like a battle of two ships, basically. I guess you can technically still consider this a boss battle.
I do. Basically, attack the bits of the ship that are flashing because they're vulnerable.
The interesting thing is that being hit by a cannonball will take away an entire carrot from your health bar, so be careful.
I mean, you're getting hit by a cannon, so it makes sense.
Alright, so we have the cannon put on the top floor, or on the bottom floor. He's throwing these TNT barrels on you, so you have to use
Smash those buttons, Pedro, your favorite.
Well, actually, this is pretty easy, so I'm not complaining.
I remember this gag from one of the pirate episodes.
Yeah, I checked in the meantime, there were actually two where Sam was a pirate. I know this because in World of Mayhem, his costume is actually based on the other pirate episode where he had like a yellow attire, but instead here, he's instead having a blue one.
But yeah, like I have hinted at, I actually really enjoy the ship battle. Like, it's a fun battle and one that elicits the nature of the tunes, essentially. Like, of course, what you have to do is scoop up the cannonballs by picking them up Looney Tunes style.
And the game will basically do that blinking thing, shoot here, you dumb fuck, basically.
Well, it's pretty nice as a game to give you health back if you manage to get the ship bombs.
Yeah, that's basically for balance, because there's no actual carrots you can catch. So the way they give you an opportunity to recover health is by, doing good at the boss battle.
So basically, audience, if you haven't gotten it already, basically each level is... Well, think of each level as its own Looney Tunes short, basically. It's you dealing with the antics of your enemies in each level, basically.
Ah, yes, I remember the Looney Tunes shorts where characters just randomly jump into the sea.
I mean, Dwibs, there actually is an episode where that happens. It's Looney Tunes.
The last thing you destroy is the master.
And there you go.
Weird that destroying the mast makes the ship stink instead of, a bottom tier fight.
The golden carrots are also automatically given to you, so this level is literally completely scripted in terms of 100%. You always 100% this level.
Honestly, Java, I don't know where you learned, about, carpentry, but I was always told, even since a child, that if you destroy the mast, you basically at the very least cripple the ship, if not actually give it an automatic, not for this game, but in general,
Oh, I absolutely get crippling the shrimp.
The shrimp,
ship.
yes.
Okay, I get crippling the ship. Oh, absolutely. Taking out the mast will leave it pretty much just sailing aimlessly, but, sinking it, typically you want to actually get water in there to sink it. And I do get it. The idea is, the boss is defeated, so the ship sinks, but it's I feel obviously the mast being taken out would sink it, but if you want to sink a ship, you want to actually get water flow in there. That's my point.
Alright, so let's go back to What's Cooking, Doc, and get some more stuff.
And to think, we haven't yet been back... Oh, actually, no, we have. Never mind. I was going to say we haven't even been back to the prehistoric level, but we technically have for that one bit, but there are quite a few other levels still.
Like I said, I don't have the music ability, so this will still not be one part where I get everything, but we'll get everything eventually.
Yeah. Try that on for size, folks. Believe it or not, there's a point where you won't be coming back to the first level for quite some time just because of the music ability.
Well, this technically this is not the first level, but I get your point.
No. I'm the prehistoric level.
Oh, this, yeah.
Well,
In the name of the king. So I see you've seen that movie.
Okay. A Looney Tunes rendition of In the Name of the King.
I haven't played Dungeon Siege, so I have no idea how that's like.
Funnily enough, I did look up how to see that movie. Again, I can't get the extended version, but
That's the thing. Like like I said, with the extended version, it's kind of like the one definitive way of watching the movie, if you ask me.
Alright.
Yes,
Well,
that's a
the
problem.
original
That,
theatrical version's on Freevee, for what that's worth.
The heck is
It's
free?
an Amazon thing in which you can watch the movie for nothing, but you got a load of adverts.
Weird. I have Amazon Prime, and I've never heard of Freevee.
Well, it must be a European thing, Jova, you know.
Yeah.
Now it must be that.
Yeah, it could be like their equivalent to Disney Star, which is pretty much just Hulu, but, you know, European.
Alright, so let's get back in here and get the box there.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, after you get the ability, Hazel will just spawn automatically, you know, even the first time you get here.
Yep. I already got her golden carrot, so let's go back.
Bye.
That's
I notice you don't use that much of the rolling move.
I do in times where it's necessary.
Oh no, true, but I argue it's actually a very more effective way of attacking with an added mobility.
I always did a mix of the two when I played this game as a kid.
Sure. I'm a Mario player, so obviously my first instinct is to jump on the enemy. Wow, even even sneaking he wakes up. And yeah,
Yeah,
you
you cannot do that.
so you have to take him down first before you can go inside the castle.
And he vanished.
Alright, let's try and tire him out.
Wow, the Bugs Bunny is so powerful, he kicked a man from existence.
Yep.
I'm not too surprised. He's a Looney Tune.
He's back now. You know, if only he did that in Space Jam, both movies would have been over a lot shorter.
And
a lot
yep.
quicker.
And yeah, when you take him down, you get a golden carrot. It's just there just to make you have to take him down twice. Fuck you, game. Jesus Christ! I could have gone and entered the castle, but of course the game literally threw a golden carrot dangling at me just to make sure. Ah, no! If you want this carrot, you're gonna have to do it the second time.
Well, you went for the carrot.
Well, to be fair, he kind of needs the carrot to unlock things.
Not to mention, I'm going for a 100% run, so yeah.
I'll go back for it later then.
I could. That is true.
Okay.
This is a good point. Actually, I could get the carrot later. The thing is, it's right there. It's right there. My first instinct is to just go and get it.
I don't blame Pedro, because typically the mindset with a collectathon is you see a collectible, you get it ASAP, basically.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
So you could just
There
use
we
your hammer.
go.
Never mind.
Well, all you have is a hammer, lives.
Alright, so here's the Royal Square, right there. The music ability, but I don't have it yet. So let's climb the Spiral Tower.
That's supposed to have a big red button.
So yeah, there's a clock at the top as well as an Acme box, so let's get it.
Timer time, so hurry like there's no tomorrow. I'm surprised you don't use the hover mechanic more.
Well, that's not a hover much, Jova. It's more of a case of landing softly on a surface.
Yeah. It doesn't work quite like as a gliding mechanic. If it's most.
It's not Raymond's gliding ability. Let me tell you that.
The only thing it's really good for is for landing on something softly. Aside from that, it doesn't really have any other uses.
I must have been suffering a Mandela effect. I could have sworn you could use.
Yeah,
it to
you're
sort
thinking
to
of Raymond
boss.
too.
Yeah, you're thinking of
I
Rayman too.
probably am.
Also, there's Vicky Buzzard.
Yeah, Vicky Buzzard.
Mixing up my- Guess it's a fine enough place to put him.
Balling.
I thought that was a hat for a second there.
No, I guess it's supposed to be a cannonball.
It did
But
look a bit
basically-
like a bowler hat because of the
A heavy
shadow beneath
object.
it.
That's the point.
There you go, and golden carrot. There you are. All right.
Way to go with that puzzle solving.
Let's see. Alright, might as well keep going and climbing the castle because, again, I don't have the music ability, so I can't really do much of anything. Oh, yeah, never mind. I think I'm going to first check something else, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to just first double check real quick.
Yeah, but now I got. Oh no.
Yeah, right there. There's a super jump ability, but as you can see, it's right there
Behind those.
behind those. So I have to find a way to get behind them. And there doesn't seem to be anything here that can. Again, obviously the music ability is what's the key. So we don't have that, so we'll have to come back here later. Alright, just to make sure there's nothing here behind me. Yeah. Alright, so basically this particular section of the level is very simple. Just keep going forward and climb through the castle. That's simple.
Oh, we're fighting broomsticks in a castle. I wonder what this is based off of.
Well, one of which is those catchphrases in this game is, "Oh, broomsticks."
Even even the intro cutscene of a level showcased her secreting it. I Gruntilda.
Well, I guess we get something of a fight here. Never mind.
Where are we again? What year was Banjo-Kazooie?
1998.
So 1 year before this.
Actually, I think it was the same year, actually. I think this was also 1998.
I thought this was 1999, my bad.
Honestly, yeah, there's definitely some witch hazel inspiration with Gruntilda.
Oh yeah, obviously.
1998.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you
Now
go.
we lay siege to the castle.
No, you can't because you need another ability for that.
Yeah, in order to get the flag that opens up that gate, you need another ability that we don't have yet.
Also, yeah, don't bother fighting the brooms because they get up and they don't even give you, a reward for that.
You might as well just ignore them.
God, it has been a while since I played the game. I honestly forgot about all the filler stuff. Though, granted, it's filler, so that's probably why I forgot.
Right there. This is
The fan ability, which, if I recall correctly, you also use like only 2 or 3 times tops in the entire game.
Yep.
Ah, the PlayStation era with situational power-ups.
Situational power-ups are fine as long as the game, like Mario Galaxy, for example, does a good job with its situational power-ups because whenever you have to use a power-up, it's actually used for much more than just one minute thing, and that's it. There's a lot more. Like the entire mission is designed around said power-up, so of course there's a lot more meat to it compared to something like this.
Hey, look, it's that room from Flame Core from Sonic 06.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say the lava level from Angel of Darkness.
And there's also the comparison, I guess, with the Iron Fortress from Dark Souls 2, I suppose. Yes, Drova?
Speaking of Sonic 06, that's some interesting timing. I love how you just pretty much screwed the platforming and proceeded to brute force your way.
You can do that in Mario 64 also, so...
yeah, however, it's way less controllable in Mario 64 to the point where...
Yeah.
Make sure you land right.
Yeah.
But, speaking of Sonic 06, this isn't really too much of a spoiler, but yes, Sonic X Shadow Generations pretty much now has solidified that, yes, 06 is canon.
Well, more like the fact that it got erased from the timeline is also canon, more than anything.
That too, but, basically, yeah, now the question is pretty much answered, because some people were back and forth on whether or not 06 actually ever really did happen, or all that jazz, or this and that. No, Shadow X Sonic Generations pretty much solidifies it. It also, to your benefit, Tio, solidifies that, yes, it does take place right after Colors.
See, the thing is, that doesn't really improve the game itself all that much to me, because in the context of the game itself, on its own, like the story on its own, regardless of how it connects to any other Sonic game, right? At the end, the story basically retcons all the supposed development between Sonic and Elise still anyway. So it's still the ending still leaves you feeling so empty, you know.
Pedro, I am happy to report that just because 06 is canon, it has not caused a huge, massive legion of fans to suddenly claim that it's a good story.
I don't know, Jova. I've heard some really wild takes on the internet, so I'm always ready for the worst. I'm always bracing myself for the worst.
Yes, but thankfully not a mass majority. I mean, I think at this point, yeah, there are some 06 fans who are.
Oh, by the way, this is your final boss of a level. Two random guys with the hammer.
Woo!
You really could not program a proper boss fight against Witch Hazel?
It is weird.
So weird too, because she's even a recurring element. And like the thing is, the game has pretty much, conditioned you to expect a boss fight from each of the iconic characters. So
however, also to check
that
this particular design of the books doesn't seem to even be based on any of the shorts.
It's brand new apparently.
And
yeah, for the final hit, this guy starts doing that. Great.
Screen shaking, my favorite.
And there we are. Each of them has a key. There you go. And now we have.
That was a boss fight.
Yep, that was definitely a boss fight, I guess. All right.
Of all the boss fights, so this was definitely one.
All right, and that's it. Might as well leave the level, I guess. We'll get the rest of the stuff later.
Mm-hmm.
Good, but you left some stuff behind.
Well, Merlin, here's the thing. It's not like I can actually
Oh
the Planet X file.
Yep, we got a future level.
Save your position.
Well, actually no. Technically, it's not future. Well, okay. Technically, it's called Dimension X, as in like we go to space and meet Mars. That's the weird thing. Like you'd think they would say something like the future or space exploration era or something like that. No, but no, it's just Dimension X, an actual place in the Looney Tunes universe. So
yeah, well, actually, if anything, it was called Planet X originally. So I'll admit, I always interpreted that, mind you, as a kid, as like, oh, that's just their fancy way of saying we're in the future.
I guess
because, I mean, it feels like this game's equivalent to Crash Bandicoot 3's Engine Hub.
Appropriately, the levels in these are some of the most brutals in the entire game.
Yeah, this is... You're kind of getting closer to endgame in terms of levels with this one. But hey, at least the game gives you a golden carrot right there.
Depends.
That's
Remember,
nice.
there's one for each,
Oh wait, never mind. My mistake. Right, that's.
I'll argue it depends on the level too, because
I'm talking about the ratio of levels in the era specific.
I guess so, because the boss battle, and not the boss battle at the end of that first level that we just went through. No, I mean like the actual level in this era. That's just the boss battle against Marvin. That boss battle is so pathetically easy, and you get 4 clocks for it. That's the thing. So that particular boss battle is definitely the developers basically throwing you not 1 but 4 bones.
I feel like Tio was talking more so about levels as opposed to bosses, since we pretty much have established that.
In general, yeah.
Like we pretty much have established that the levels are much more brutal than the bosses overall.
Basically. Alright, basically now I'm trying to think, okay, I don't have time for the Planet X file, so what do I do until the end of this part? Let's see, what will Pedro decide? Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know, maybe back to the pirate years?
Unless he swerves.
And there you go, let's go back to the pirate years. Because the Planet X file is a long.
That 30s one for a bit.
Because the Planet X file is a long level, so.
Oh boy, there you go. The thing that we unlocked also relatively early.
So
the Red Pirate Road.
All right. Hope you pay attention in the cutscene.
Yep. because this particular puzzle solution is told to you via the cutscene.
So if you skip it, tough shit.
Well, to be fair, you can just leave the level and re-enter and watch the cutscene again, so it's not like it's that big a deal. There you go.
Hey, and
I missed the order.
It's okay, Lips. I memorized it.
left,
I mean, I
right,
watched it, but now I
up,
can't
down,
remember.
and then to the diagonal left.
Wow, does something happen if you press the wrong button?
You just have to start the puzzle again. That's simple.
Yeah.
I thought an anvil would fall from the sky and hit you on the head.
Well, yeah, it would be, an ideal punishment, but it's one of those, if you step on the wrong one, one in sequence, all the
There you go.
others, go back up.
There you go, Dubs. This is what happens if you pick. That's what happens if you pick one of the wrong ones. It just goes back up.
Like I said, left, right, up, down, then the second starts the left.
Indeed. Alright, so let's get some stuff from here. So we have a transparent clock here, and we have to shed some light on it, but literally, so we can collect it. First thing...
Yeah, I have to be honest, I'm not a super fan of this level either. Like, I don't think it's outright bad, but I don't really have much fun navigating in it.
I personally don't mind it. It's fine.
I'm fine with this level too.
It's fine, Jova and Pedro 2024.
Exactly.
Remind me, Dwibs, did you play this game too, like, all the way through?
No, just a bit. You
I
said.
did play the game, but only a bit.
Yeah.
Because in case you didn't know, back then I wasn't very good at a lot of games. and even on a few other games, I was just playing bad on purpose to see what happened. Like in FIFA, I kept tackling the goalkeeper.
Isn't that something you still do?
There you go.
Nah, I play it probably nowadays.
And we got ourselves the wheel. Now let's put it on the pole.
Pin to win.
And there we go.
Spin the wheel.
And this
Yes, where I
brings in
also-
one platform of those bits. Well, another thing we also have to do in this section is light the various sections as we're about to see, because this chest has a torch. And we have to do with this torch is, first off, we have to light it, of course. We'll use this to light it. Fortunately, the game gives you plenty of time to do so. Now we beat this guy. There you go. And, oh, sorry. My bad, I accidentally paused the emulator. And there you go. That's the light on the north cardinal. Now, let's get the others.
There you go. Yosemite Sam has harnessed flipping magic to get his lair to do that.
What's new? Remember, there was one short where he was the Black Knight and his magic sword moved on its own.
There's one particular short directed by Freeze Freeling where guess what? Bugs Bunny's lost again and he ends up in the desert. And this time Yosemite Sam is an Arab sheik, right? And he rides a camel, and in order to every time he tosses up the camel wants up, whoa camel, whoa camel, and then he literally jumps in front of the camel while the camel is still riding, like, when I say whoa, I mean whoa, and then whacks the camel on the head. That's one of the more underappreciated Yosemite Sam cartoons, in my opinion.
There we go.
In fact, Freeze Freeling specifically stated that the reason he always used Yosemite Sam instead of Elmer Fudd was because he felt Sam was more of a challenge for Bugs compared to Elmer.
I think it was a bit of villain decay Elmer Fudd had gotten at the time where he was becoming something of a pushover, and I think it was getting to a point where some people were starting to feel sorry for him.
Well, not that I'm aware of. I mean, Elmer Fudd as a character was designed to be a pushover. That's kind of his thing.
Well, my point is, like, I think in, like, the makers' eyes, he had become too much of a pushover.
Not that I've seen in any of the behind-the-scenes videos.
I mean, you literally just mentioned that he... Oh, wait, no. Well, I guess Frisk Ringling may not have felt that, but you did mention how Frisk Ringling used Sam because he felt Elmer Fudd was too much of a pushover.
Well, his actual words that he used was he felt that Sam was more of a challenge for Bugs. He never mentioned, compared to Elmer, he never said the words Elmer was a pushover.
Fair enough. Although, that being said, though, it is kind of implied that they saw Sam as, like, more the one you wanted to have more pushback against Bugs.
Sure. Yeah. Bob Clampett Bob Clampett very rarely used Elmer Fudd. Bob Clampett would usually come up with his own original opponents for Bugs.
Do you have a particular preference?
Yes, the Red Hot Rider. The guy who's, I don't know if you're familiar with him. Basically, it's in short where Bugs Bunny is actually a criminal known as the Masked Marauder. I don't know if that rings a bell to any of you guys. And the cowboy trying to, capture him is an original villain created for that specifically for that show.
I remember that one actually.
Wait till I find the Masked Marauder. I'm gonna murder him, say. I'm gonna murder him. And Bugs is like, murder, he says. Yeah, alright. So basically, I just open up this door, and there you go. There's the south thingy. So we have to... But first, let's take down this guy. Yeah, these guys can be a bit annoying because sometimes they'll just jump like that.
Yeah, no, the animation cycle goes through the panting animation, but then it gets but almost immediately then, it circles back to the whole, noticing you.
It's
I will
weird.
say, I do wish that there was a bit more variety in ways to take on certain enemies.
Well, as you saw earlier, Joe, you can use a torch to knock out these guys. The problem is that it would be very difficult to do so. Because when you're holding a torch, you're defenseless.
I think it's best if you just ignore him at this point.
No, remember, you wanna see? Here, let's try it. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. See? Although to be fair, that was me fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be difficult depending on where he is.
There we go.
And there you go. All 4 directions are light up, which means the clock is now obtainable. Let's get it. Seriously, like, did they even playtest that particular enemy?
Or maybe that was the intent, you should deliberately just ignore it. It's been, like I said, it's been a while since I played myself, I forgot if you're supposed to, not even bother with him.
It is to that stage where, even though I've completed this game, it's been long enough that I don't remember every single little specific detail.
And like I said, this level is not super fun for me, so...
And one other ability, the 4th ability, the Open Sesame ability that we don't have yet, which will allow us to open this gate. So yet another ability that we have to come back here for when we have it. All right, so this now this enemy is actually hidden in the chest. So there you go. So basically, you have to try and
somebody get free run on that.
Well, technically, free run wouldn't even be able to get in there because there's already someone in there.
Oh, exactly, though. She's a whiz at dealing with booby trap chests. Absolutely.
Oh, sure. I don't know if you've reached episode 27, but she even dreams of mimics.
Part of me legit wonders if she actually enjoys getting caught by them.
No, she just has a very short attention span when it comes to... Oh, she sees a treasure, she has to get it, basically. There you go. All right.
Aw, he's sleeping with his eyes open.
It's interesting how the people that made this game, like the same development team that made this game, went on to make they went on to make Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, now we're busy. Look, obviously, probably not the same actual people in the team, but so that's currently Behavior Entertainment.
I mean, you never know. Like, was there anything to suggest that team members left between then and now?
The team got a lot of restructuring and even changed the names a couple of times. Like, if there was one team that would be a ship of Theseus, it's probably this one.
Well, ship of Theseus if the same thing happened to him twice.
There you go, see Jova, as you, that's all that thing, that move serves for, just to land softly. You have practically no horizontal mobility while going down with that thing. Trust me, it's useless aside from what I just said. Alright, and here's another pirate in the chest.
I love how the dude busts his own surprise just by, well, trying to clip through the wall, but by doing it early. Like, shouldn't the point of surprise be that you get him when he comes towards the chest, my dude?
Alright, and one thing about that particular enemy is that it's weird, like his, you'll notice here,
I think
see? You can see him
Okay.
through the wall now.
I think I know what's the problem. It's like, with the way that he's positioned, he's sort of scripted to get out of the chest when you're close to him. The problem is, like, the game probably registers you as close when you land because you're technically close to the chest, but separated by the wall.
Yeah, that's basically it. Alright. Hopefully by this point I'm far enough so that he'll just reset his cycle.
I get the feeling whoever made this game really liked the slicers from Sonic 2 because quite a few enemies function like them.
Okay, and alright, but before we go in there, let's try that pirate again, see if this time...
One more time.
Trying to avoid.
Fuck.
No. I do wonder if it might be a problem of the emulator because of the different upscaling. Maybe the game registers your position earlier than it needs to be.
No, it has nothing to do with that too. Upscaling the resolution doesn't do that. Like, it's just the game. It's just the game's programming. There you go. See, now I'm just going to sneak my way.
The irony. You have to sneak up on him because he thinks his trap is still going to work.
There you go.
Like, maybe they made it extra tough because he has a clock, but come on, my dudes, really?
Okay.
Okay, he can't hurt you anymore.
Alright, so let's see. We've reached the end of this cave, so what is this thing? Okay, so...
I wonder what that means.
His eyes went from the left to the right. Take a wild guess what that does. Alright. Let's leave the cave then. In fact, do I actually forgot? No, actually, no. I have the super jump ability, so never mind.
I mean, you needed it to get here, so...
Ollie ollie action free.
Oh, the trap reset.
It's because I left the area. And this time...
Well, it won't take you as long to redo it.
And
Yeah,
there
it
you go.
goes on the other side.
Yeah. Which means, let's see what's in here. And there it is, another clock. Alright, this one is pretty simple, all things considered. There you go. And the game even gives me a hole to leave the level.
Yeah, exit.
Yeah, you can tell the
Seems
developers
you're pretty much done now.
You can tell the developers realize, yeah, this is literally the end point of the first run of this level, so might as well put a hole here.
Good, but you left some stuff behind you.
Because I can't reach
You
it.
Save your position.
Like, I get it. It's the game's way of letting you know that there is still stuff to get, but damn, does it feel kind of... I don't know if patronizing is the right word, but
Annoying
almost
at the very
taunting.
least.
It's like, just say something like, well, you couldn't reach it now, so that's understandable.
Alright, see you for the next part, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.